I'm underwater.
Underwater. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
I can see tails, like fish tails and fins, and just underwater. I'm following someone. I'm at the back of their tail.
I see. Who is this person that you're following? Do you know?
It's like a family member. It's someone in my family. It's a girl.
A girl. I would like for you to feel this body that you're in and describe it for me, please.
We have, I don't have any feet. I have scales and a tail similar to hers. Mine's bigger.
Okay, you have a tail. Does this
Mm,
body feel male or female?
it's male.
Male. Very good. What else can you tell me about yourself right now?
I'm very muscular. There's a lot of strength and muscular. I have like a stick in my hand.
Describe that stick for me.
It's not a material I recognize. It's not a material. It's like a similar to a rock, like a staff of some sort, like a rock staff.
Okay.
My hand.
Is it decorated with anything?
Oh no, it's just a rock-like staff in my hands.
Okay.
I'm swimming to catch this girl. We are playing. She's giggling.
Okay. Who is this girl?
It's my sister.
Your sister. Look,
Uh,
look around you. Could you describe what you see around you at the moment?
there's a lot of water, but it's a strange color. It's like a greeny, green, blue, and purple at the same time.
How
It's not as
lovely.
heavy as it's not as heavy as water. It's not as heavy as water would be experienced.
So it's a different type of water that you swim in,
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah.
lighter version of water.
Yeah. Light, a very lighter version.
Can you
And it's
tell me?
energy.
Can you
Mm.
tell me where is this place? If it is not on Earth, where are you?
I'm on a water planet.
A water
Is
planet.
this a water planet? Yes.
What can you tell me about this planet?
It's very peaceful. It's a peaceful planet, but I also get the sense that we have to maintain a certain level of safety to keep it like that. We have things in place that keep it safe.
I see. That's good.
It's like they can't see us. We can't be seen if we choose not to be seen.
Who would it be that you do not want to have see you? Who would you hide from?
There's hard, hard crustacean-like beings.
Crustacean like beings. Are they large?
Yes.
What happens if they should see you?
They like to control and destroy what they find. They have a sense of superiority and they want to rule and control. So we hide. We can make ourselves invisible. They're not necessarily a serious threat because we have put things in place to hide, but
Very
we are
good.
hiding from them.
Tell me about your life on this planet. How do you spend your days? What do you do?
We tend to the area, there's lots of many creatures here, many different species that are here, and we tend to their needs and make sure there's a balance. We don't want anything to go out of balance. We need to be all in harmony with one another. But my sister is young and she wishes to play, and I'm trying to teach her our ways, but she just wants to play.
She just wants to play.
Yeah.
So, is that a problem if she just wants to play?
No, I find it humorous. I say, of all the ones I have to teach, I get you. And she
uh,
giggles and plays. But it's okay. I don't have to do things right now. I can giggle and play with her too.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I would like to know more about this place. Do you have an actual structure, a home?
No, the liquid is my home.
So you don't need to have a specific home to live in?
No, there's no home. The whole the whole place is home. There's no particular place as such. Everything is home.
I
But we
see.
do gather together in some places as we have rest time. But we don't have a place to go and rest. We just rest wherever we are. But we do gather together as well in groups.
Sounds like a lovely, lovely way to be.
Yes,
Good.
I am happy here.
I'm glad. Now, I would like to move forward to an important day in the life of this man, a day when something very significant occurs that we need to see. And as we slowly move to that time and day and place, I would like you to tell me what is happening right now.
Here is my sister. She's she needs to focus. I'm trying to teach her to focus because she's jeopardizing our protection we have around us. She's not focusing on it, and I'm afraid she's going to reveal herself to the ones that we don't want. She's just not listening.
How will this jeopardize your safety if she is not focusing?
She's going to reveal our presence to the crustacean people. She's developing a rebellious nature, and she's not caring of our ways. She's not caring of the things we've put in place to keep us all safe. And she's just being rebellious. She's a little bit older now, and she's just being silly.
So on this day, does something specific occur of importance between you and your sister?
She pops through it's like we have a film of protection. It's like another, I don't want to use the word dimension because that's not what it is, but we're on a different level than the crustaceans, and she's popping out of the level. She wants to come out,
I see.
and I'm telling her not to. She needs to stay within the bubble of protection.
This bubble of protection, does it encircle your entire group as a whole or each of you individually?
Our group as a whole.
Ah, so by doing this, she's endangering everyone. I see.
Mm-hmm. Yes. They'll know where we are. If she pops out, they'll know. They know we are within the group. So if
Ah.
she becomes visible, then they'll know we are all close by.
How many of you are there in this group?
Hundreds, hundreds of
Hundreds.
us.
Okay. Now, once again, I would like to move forward with this man to another important day and time in his life when something of great significance occurs. And when you arrive at this place, please tell me what is happening.
I'm holding my sister.
You're holding her. Go on.
She has died.
She has died. I'm so sorry. How has this happened?
They killed her.
Who killed her?
The crustaceans.
Oh, the crustaceans. I
They killed
see.
her for sport, for fun.
I'm so sorry. Tell me, they killed her when she ventured out of the protective bubble. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did they catch any others besides your sister from the group?
No, but I am outside the protection bubble with her. I don't care if they see me. I'm
So,
with her now.
so you're holding your sister. And
Yes.
what happens next?
I'm sad.
You are sad, of course.
I'm feeling sadness.
Where do you bring your sister next? Do you bring her back into the bubble?
No, I'm sinking down to the bottom. This is where we lay our people.
But you're still outside of the bubble.
Yes.
Okay.
If I move too much, they will see me. I have to be still and just gently sink to the bottom.
So you lay your sister on the bottom, and then what do you do?
I call in the other creatures as we allow them to feed off of her, as this is our way, that the other creatures will now get sustenance and they will have food. We do not consume in this way, but other creatures do, and we give back to them. Everything has a purpose, even in death.
Of course. So now, after you have laid your sister to rest, what do you do next?
I know I need to go back into the bubble, but I feel I need some time and just some solitude at the moment.
So you stay outside the bubble?
I know if I go back, I will have to tell them, and I'm not ready to tell them. She
Okay,
was very loved.
of course. Let us move forward to when you do go back inside the bubble. Tell me what is happening now.
They were all searching for her, and now I am coming back to tell them I found her.
Okay.
And I'm telling them the news that she is now passed.
How do they react to that news?
Her mother is crying. The mother is sad.
I'm so sorry.
She is blaming me. I was supposed to be her teacher, and I couldn't teach her all the ways. But she needed to know enough for her to respect our ways. She's blaming me. I should have looked after her better.
You do know that it's up to the person to listen and to learn. You can share your truth, but it's up to the person that you're sharing it with to embrace it.
I know, but
Let
she's
us,
upset.
ah,
She's just upset, and she just needs to blame someone at the moment. But it's okay.
let us move forward now to the last day in the life of this man, his very last day. And when we arrive there, please know that you will feel no physical pain, you will feel no grief, no emotion. It's as though you are watching a movie. And when we get there, please tell me what you see happening.
I have come out of the bubble,
You're
and
out of the bubble.
I have chosen to lay myself
I would like
near
to
my
know,
sister. Yes,
has a long time passed since your sister passed away between that day and this day?
not long, but it feels very long, but
So
not long.
you choose to go outside of the bubble shortly after your sister's passing. Is that correct?
Yes,
And
yes.
and you made this choice because you are blaming yourself?
My heart is broken.
So you have left the bubble. What are you expecting to happen while you're outside the bubble?
I'm going to give myself to the creatures.
to the creatures.
Yes, I cannot go on any longer without her.
So we are outside of the bubble. Let us move very gently forward to the moment of this man's last breath, again knowing that you will feel no physical sensation or emotional pain. And as you do, leave the body, rising up higher and higher through the tunnel of time and space. Tell me where you arrive next.
I am with my sister.
You are with your sister. What is this place that you and your sister are? Can you describe it, please?
My body has changed to its original form.
To its original form.
Mm.
Tell me about this form. What does it look like?
It is slim and floaty and crystalline. It has a blue shimmer, and my sister is with me.
Do you have the same original form as your sister?
Yes, we are the same.
You are the same. What is the place that you are right now? What is this place?
This is my home that I know. It's my sixth dimensional home. This,
Six-dimensional home?
yes,
How
we don't have
lovely.
bodies, we have energies. This is where I come to. This is my home.
That is your home. Look
Mm.
around your home, please. Could you describe it for me?
It shimmers, everything is energy. Everything is, everything shimmers. It's what is underneath. Anything that wears a shell, anything that has a body, what's underneath is what this place is.
So it is a place of light.
Yes,
It's a
it's a light
place where
place.
the spirit goes when it is not incarnated,
This is the place I go.
that you
Many
go.
people go to many different places.
This is your place.
This is a place of many others, but many people have different places they go to.
When you are in this place, tell me more about what your life is like there.
It is very peaceful. We stay in our joy. All times we stay in our joy. We don't do anything necessarily. We don't have a function as you would on a planet or in a body. Or we just be in this place and we just shimmer.
It sounds like such a beautiful place to be.
It is.
Yet you do choose to leave this place on occasion and incarnate into forms.
Yes.
Why do you decide to do that?
I have skills that are required in different areas.
What are
And I
these
need
skills?
to manipulate reality. I have the ability to manipulate reality and raise the frequency and I have to bring that in, but also part of coming in is experiencing what I choose to experience for my own growth, but it coincides with the mission that I need to take into manipulating realities in many places.
How do you manipulate these realities? Could you share that with us?
It's an intention, it's a decision. I understand that I have the strength and the power within myself. It's a knowing. I have this knowing of pushing it out. It's the crystalline is inside the body in the shell, and you push that energy out into the environment that you're in,
What
and that
effect what effect does this energy have on the environment?
whatever I choose, if I choose it to be a light environment, if I choose it to be an exciting environment, if I choose to pick a dramatic environment for my own entertainment, I can choose that too.
That's
But
wonderful.
I do choose to bring in a high environment, but I know I can play with it as I choose in any way I choose.
I would like to know, in the lifetime you are living as Claire,
Mm,
is your sister incarnated also at the same time? Is there someone in Claire's life who is actually your sister?
no, she's back on the sixth dimension.
I see. I
She
see.
isn't here with me now.
Okay. Thank you.
She is. She is. I carry a feminine energy when I'm there, and she carries a masculine energy
I
when
see.
she is there. She's important to me.
Of course. I would like to know, as you are in this place of peace at your home, when do you make the decision to leave again? How long do you wait?
It's hard to put that concept into a time frame, as there is no time frame where
Let
we
us,
are. So we just go when we need to, when we are called to. These groups of us that are called in, and we move in as we are needed.
so let us listen for the call and move forward again, leaving behind the man under the sea who was with us and leaving this beautiful place that is your home. Let us move forward now to the day and the time that you decide once again to incarnate into form. And tell me what you're experiencing at the moment.
You've come in. I wasn't. I'm not. It's. I've walked into. I've just walked into someone's body.
You did. Could you describe this body for me?
Yes. It's small. It is more a feeling of fear. This
Fear.
body is feeling fear. There is war here. There is a war. It's a sandy, very sandy red
This body that
environment.
Could you describe this body? What does it look like?
It has two, like two fingers and a thumb. If that, two fingers and a thumb, very thin, small and very, very thin.
What color is this body?
It's like a brown, a
Okay.
browny red color.
Does this body have hair?
No,
What are you wearing?
nothing. Just
Nothing.
this body.
Just the body.
There's no clothing or there's no gender. There's just nothing. Just this body.
So you've walked into this body. Is this body a child or is it an adult?
It's an adult.
I see. What? Let's tap into why is this body experiencing fear? Tell us about the fear and what is happening to create that fear.
This planet is being attacked. There's beings on ships, not in ships. There's
They're
beings
on
on
ships.
ships.
Could you
They're
describe
riding the ships.
what did the ships look like? Could you tell me about them?
Are metal like. They are like a half moon shape, and they sit on them. It's also curved as well, that they can sit on them, but they're like a moon shape, and they move and glide, and they just attack and destroy these beings. A lot of us are stepping in now into their bodies they're stuck in fear. They cannot move. I'm coming in to help this being move, because we need to protect the species, and we need them to protect themselves and run and hide. But they can't move. They are afraid they're just going to be destroyed and wiped out. And we need them to move.
This place, does it have a name? This planet?
It's like a link to Mars,
A link to Mars.
but it's not Mars it's like it's a different dimension of Mars.
A different dimension, I see. Is it a lower dimension than the one that exists for us right now?
It's not lower or higher, it just is in a different
A different timeline?
place.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Know that you are an observer and that you will not feel this fear. But look around you. We've seen the ships. What else is occurring? What is occurring on the land right now? What's happening in this place?
These beings are taking the minerals and the values and the energy of the planet and the people. They are drawing in the energy and the minerals. They're just taking. They're just taking what they want. These beings are fragile. They have no defenses at all. They've never seen anything like this before.
These beings that are attacking in the ships, who are they? Where did they come from?
They are sharp. They are. I've seen them before.
You have.
They are. Their outer body is sharp.
Sharp. Tell me
Yes,
more about that.
it's like they they have things sticking out of them, like they're not horns, but they're just like sharp shards of, these are the glass people I've seen before.
The glass people.
They have sharp glass ships. They have sharp glass bodies. They can change their form in many ways to suit themselves, and they come in and take what they want. They don't need to use their ships on this planet because it is small and weak, and they just come in and use the ships that they sit on, very small ships they sit on, they can fly on. They just use those because it's not going to be hard to take over this planet. They don't need the full force of their ships.
So these are the glass people, and you've seen them before.
Yes, in other lives I've had to deal with them before. They just come and pillage planets and places for their own survival and needs.
Okay. Let us now move forward to an important day and time in the life of this being on this planet, and tell me what is occurring at this time.
I'm taking this being with me now. We need to preserve their code. They have a code. We all have a code. I need to take and preserve this code with me now. We cannot save their planet, but we can save them. We are now going to place them elsewhere.
So you are taking the survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about how you do that.
We use our energy. I can carry the energy. I have to use a lot of my energy, but I scoop them up and I take their codes with me.
Their codes.
We are it all day. There's several of us doing this. It's not just me on my own.
What do
We're
you
here
do?
we are all grouping together and saving the sequence and the codes of these
Now,
beings.
now that you have these codes and you've saved them, what do you do with them next?
We change them. It's the same code. We just mold them into a different form and we place them in a safer place, a different place, so they can continue with their journey.
This place that you brought them, could you tell me about the place you took them? Where did you leave them once that you fixed their codes?
On Earth,
On Earth.
yes.
Oh.
There
When
are other beings. There are beings on Earth.
there are, tell me who is on Earth already before you bring these people.
Not many.
Not many.
It
Are there
is
animals?
No, not many. There is greenery.
Ah,
There is a lush, untouched greenery,
how
but
beautiful.
there is nothing. It is not as dense and heavy as it is now. It is very light, and we've made a deal with. We've made a contract with the Earth that we could place them here. He asked if we could
And,
place them here.
and the Earth said yes.
Yes, she said
So,
yes.
so when you bring these beings, these codes to the planet Earth,
Mm-hmm.
do you give them a body to put the code
Yes,
into? Describe those bodies for me. I would like to know more.
they are still small because that is the code of this being, to still stay small. They are so fragile. They are so delicate, but
Are they human forms?
not quite, but they have humanoid with the arms and the legs, and but they are not human as we see them today.
What do these bodies look like?
They are flesh-like, as this is the body that adjusts to this environment.
Do they look like the
As
humans of today?
no,
No.
they are smaller and they are smaller, much smaller.
I
They are
see.
they are like sentient. They are very sentient in their features, and they are so delicate and sentient. But we had to change their skin tone to be able to work with the sun to use as a source of food.
So the sun is used by them as a source of food?
Yes, that's how they generate themselves. This is why we had to change their skin and their covering, their shell.
Would these people be considered the first humans on Earth?
No, but
No,
they would be considered the first of their species.
the first of their species.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the descendants of these people now in the present day, if we were to want to know that?
They are the sentient beings. They evolved to have wings, and they are what we would call the fairies and the that's not what we call them though, that's what they are called here.
They are
But
called on Earth the fairies.
yes, they are, but that's not what we call them. They're just sentient, and there are many different types. They've evolved to change themselves to suit the environment, which is
Ah,
very interesting to have watched over this period.
so in addition to the fairies, what other beings that we know of are
There
descended from
are
these people?
there are ones that walk on the earth. These are the you would refer to them as the gnomes and but they are not. That's not what they call themselves. But
Right.
they are the ones that walk. They are the ones that fly. They are the ones that swim. They are the ones.
So they are part of the elemental kingdom.
Yes, they are.
Thank you.
They've evolved very, very well. They've done well here on this planet.
Is there anything else you would like to share about these early days on planet Earth?
It was at a much higher frequency at one point, and there were many contracts that were made with Earth. Experiments, lots of experiments were made. Contracts were made, but also a lot of planets that experienced these sharp glass-looking people. We took a lot of energies from many places and brought them here. This is what my job was to do, is to bring them here, as Earth at the time was a safe place. But
This time in Earth's history, Earth must have been a very young planet at this time.
young in the concept of what we would understand, but it took a long time to get to where she currently is, what I'm looking
Mhm.
at now, and it's taken time to get where she is now.
I see.
But
I
it
see.
was younger then. She had her own plans. She had her own purpose of what she was going to do, and other contracts were made with her. Some good, some bad.
So, what are the contracts that the earth has right now and with whom? What do we see? What is the things that are playing out right now on the planet? How do they connect to these contracts?
This was a place where, when you fully integrate here, you experience things in a very intense level,
Mhm.
and it became intriguing to many to want to experience these levels, so many levels of experience. And she also decided to experience many different levels and made many contracts.
Okay.
And they are all playing out now, but there aren't any more experiences we need to experience on this level. We have played out as many as we possibly can, and we are now ready to close that book.
Close the book. How will the book be closed? What will
The
happen?
tiredness, the tiredness
Mhm.
that everyone is feeling. This is an indication of a feeling of being done. It's a
I see.
feeling of being done that
I,
needs to be experienced
yes.
on a group level, and many are getting to that level of we are now done.
I would like now to go back to the home of this light being, leaving Earth, going back to the home planet. And I would like to leave this being behind, to live his life, and to continue his work. And I would also like to leave behind any other beings, any other people we have encountered during this journey back to the time and space where they belong, to live their lives in peace and joy. I would like now to bring forward Claire's higher self to come and speak with us today. Would the higher self be willing to come and talk to us?
Yes,
Thank you. Am I speaking to the higher self?
yes.
Thank you for joining us. You could have shown Claire any lifetime or experience today, but you chose these. You chose to show her her true form and her home planet. Could you tell me why these two lifetimes were chosen?
She needs to remember that this lifetime that she was shown on the planet where she is just energy, that is like her go-to, that is her place where she doesn't have to do anything. She can just be. There's no job or mission, or it's a place of being. We all have that place of being we go to just relax. We have to be there. We have to do that
Yes,
to
very
fill
important.
ourselves. We need to fill ourselves before we do any other work that needs doing. And that is why we showed her today to remind her she knows this place. We've taken her there before.
Why
But
did you
why? Yes,
why did you show her the life of the merman, the first one?
that was the life that she had with her other. We call it the other. That's your other person, your other self.
Our
We
other
needed
self. Could you
to.
describe that in more detail for us to understand? Are you talking about a twin flame?
It is similar to that. It is the similar term and word that people can relate to on that level, but we call it our other.
Your other. I
And
see.
to, we together needed to have a life together as being each other's other.
Is there anyone from that lifetime who is incarnated with Claire right now in her life?
Not her other. Her other is in the place of peace and joy, but there are other energies and beings in this place of joy that come down and work with her.
And who would those beings be in her life right now? Who has come with her from this place?
They're her. She refers to them as her team, and they are
Her team.
her team. There are others that need to come in though. These are part of the team. These are her team. There are others that are part of her team that are not in this team, but there are others in a team as well. There's quite a, I'm being shown there's bubbles of teams, and then we join. You know how bubbles join together when a
Mm-hmm.
bubble joins another bubble and
Right.
they stick together, and we form these bubbles. This is the bigger team, the bigger team. We are
Mm-hmm.
big. We are very big. And this team we have here is one of the bubbles.
I see.
And
I would like to know if you would be willing to examine her physical body and tell me if there's anything there that needs to be rebalanced or healed.
no, but there is a low vibrational being
Oh,
in her earthly realm that wishes to attach. She is trying hard to protect herself and keep her aura sealed.
do you detect any cracks in the aura right now? Could you check, please?
There are none.
All right. I would like to ask Archangel Michael to step forward, please. He's been here with us the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like Michael, would you please seal Clara's aura and energetic field with a very thick layer of protective electric blue energy, something that will prevent any energies from attaching to her, both physically and ethereally.
He's doing that now.
Yes, he is. Is it done?
Yes.
Very good. You mentioned that there is a being that is trying to attach to Claire. Could you clarify that situation a bit for us? Tell us more so that she can be aware.
She is aware. She's not going to mention this person now.
It's a person. Okay.
Mm.
I see.
She's
Thank you.
aware.
But she is now sealed and safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you check out Claire's emotional body? Tell us if that has anything that needs to be tweaked, any healing needs to be done there.
Mm. No, she's quite balanced.
Very good. What about her energy field?
That is strong. That is very strong.
Very good. Let's take a look at her chakras. Could you please scan and tell me if you see anything out of balance, anything we need to address?
In her crown is third eye.
Yes. What do you see there?
Her body, it is balanced and it is growing, but her body battles with the speed of the growth. Her body battles with the energy that it is giving off.
What effect is this having on her physical body?
It brings her headaches sometimes.
I see. Is this because the frequency is so high that the physical body is having a hard time containing it?
Yes, but I'm patching it. I'm patching that area with a crystal-like energy. It is.
What color is this energy?
It is a clear but pink energy. It's a clear but pink energy. It's crystally pink. I'm popping it in there now to.
To prevent the headaches?
Yes, just to. It needed to be done. It needed to be put there.
Very good. Thank you. That should be very helpful for her.
Hmm.
Are the rest of her chakras in balance?
Yes, they are working at their full capacity.
Thank you. I'd like to ask if there are any energy cords attached to Claire that need to be cut and removed.
No, she does this herself regularly. She whoops around and cuts them
Ah,
regularly.
wonderful. Wonderful. So that's clear also.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some questions, not just from Claire, but from several other practitioners. There's a lot we're wondering about, and we were wondering if you would like to answer these questions for us.
Yes.
Okay. The first question that we have is regarding what we call the jab here. And it was asked if this is the Antichrist that was mentioned in the Bible and other writings pertaining to this time period we're in. The mark of the beast.
It is not the. The Antichrist is not a the. It is not a singular. It is a energy, and it takes on many forms. It is small-minded to think that it would use just one form. It uses many, many forms to be, as you would call, the Antichrist. It takes different forms.
What other forms is it taking?
The media, the form of fear.
Fear.
It is a form of fear.
I see.
That is the, if you wish to put a stamp on a the, it would be the fear.
Thank you.
That is it.
I also had someone ask in relation to this, to the same topic, Is there something that you could share about the spike proteins that are included in this formula and how it is affecting people who are light workers or working currently to raise their frequency?
There is no spike protein. It is what is being manifested. The fear, that is what we will call it, the energy of the fear puts out these ideas. This, that, and the next thing will harm you. They cannot create, we can create. That is what we are. So they put out the fear, and then if enough beings create, we bring this into our existence. It is not an actual thing, it is the fear of it that brings it into place.
Thank you. And again, um, this topic again, the PCR test, it's called. It's the test for the COVID virus. They were wondering what is contained in that, if it's harmful, things like nanobots and such things. Is there anything to worry about if one has this test?
That was an idea that was put out that they wanted to do, and they put it onto some. But what people don't realize is they're so afraid of this one particular thing that could possibly have these nanobots on them. But what they don't realize is everything has nanobots. Everything.
Everything. And why is that? Why does everything have them?
Because it keeps this reality in place.
Who
It
puts
keeps
them there?
everything. The fear.
The
The fear
fear.
energy. The fear energy. I'm sure there's another word that I should be using, but
That fear energy makes sense. That's something we can all understand.
it's the word that I have to use today. Is any other word would cause a problem. So we use the word fear.
Thank you. Many people right now, especially the star seeds and the people that are awake, we're having trouble making plans for the future. For example, starting businesses, using conventional marketing tools and tools to grow that business, anything that was part of the old matrix. We're just having trouble visualizing the future and just getting anything done. Could you tell us why that would be happening to us right now?
Everyone is attaching negativity to it. They are attaching it as a 3D concept. It is just a concept. It is a tool.
A tool.
And a person will, if you have decided that that is a negative, it will be a negative for you. If you decided that it is bad, it will be bad for you. But if you choose to decide that it is a positive tool, then it will be a positive tool for you. It is how you use the tool, not how the tool uses you. I am being shown that I need to tell you it is the same with consuming food. If you choose to say this apple is bad, then the apple is bad, and it will affect you in a negative way. If you choose to say the apple is good, then the apple is good. You can attach this to anything you consume because
Thank you.
people attach this positive and negative, good and bad, up and down, left and right, to everything. They label everything.
Yes, that's true.
Remove the label, remove their label, and it just exists as a tool.
So the labeling is what creates the intention.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank
come
you.
away from the labeling. If someone chooses to have a drink, that drink is positive or negative because they choose to believe that.
Okay.
Just remove the labels off of everything, remove the labels off of the people, off of everything else that is currently happening right now. Remove the labels and allow it to just be.
Thank you. That's very, very good advice. And I know that's going to help everyone that is listening right now. Um, this is an interesting question that somebody posed to us. Is the moon real, or is it an image or a repeating human construct? We've been reading that the moon is not really there. It's just the people's getting back to intention, an intention that people think it's there so they see it, which is correct.
The moon exists in a few dimensions, but not all. And as we flip between dimensions, it will appear as different things or not appear at all. In some dimensions, it is what people think as being just the moon. In another dimension, it is a hollow craft. And in another dimension, it is very similar to just a picture in the sky.
I
It can be
see.
a light, but in other dimensions, it is not there at all. And
Thank you.
because we are flitting between different dimensions, which has been happening for a while, we are seeing it as different things. This is why people are very confused about what is the moon? What is the earth? Is it round? Is it flat? Is it hollow? It is all of these things in many different dimensions because we create it so.
Thank you. Claire recently saw 3 triangle shaped clouds, which she knew were housing ships. She would like to know, why was she shown these and who were they?
These are the Arcturians.
The
She
Arcturians.
knows.
Ah,
We were trying to tell her, but she was doubting. She was like, no. But these are the Arcturians. We showed them we showed our symbol and the reason why we presented ourselves in that form. We would have shown ourselves as one, but she really would have doubted it then. But we needed to show it in 3 because 3 is her number she resonates with.
mm-hmm.
So we had to show her this 3. The reason why we showed her this is because, number one, she wouldn't have believed it. She wouldn't have told the story. And we are also trying to tell her she needs to pay attention to the skies more. She needs to look up more. Because things are changing and she needs to pay attention.
Why did the Arcturians specifically choose to show themselves to Claire? What is her relationship with them?
She is one of us.
She is.
She is one of us.
So I am speaking to Arcturian energy now.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So the being that we saw, the blue light being at the home planet, is that is her essence that lives within an Arcturian form?
We take many forms. We also take a form that we present on this level and dimension, and we take a form on that dimension. That is our healing form when we just be the energy.
Yes,
We can be many, many forms,
that's
many
lovely.
times. That is the healing place that we
I
take
see.
ourselves to.
Claire, um, not just Claire, but many of us have questions regarding the ascension process, but the ascension process of Gaia. We have heard about the flash, an event. We're feeling in our hearts and even physically that we're right at the edge of this, that we're here. And I know you're hesitant to give us dates, but what can you tell us right now?
The density of where you all are now is cracking away like like a shield cracking away. Once this shield, once this crack falls away, the energy will be seen. The energy on the other side is also assisting on cracking away the shield.
I'm being given a vision of an egg cracking.
Yes,
That is what it's doing. So, as this occurs, is the egg almost completely cracked?
it's very thin.
I see. That's good.
The inside and the outside are working together to break away the film. It used to be very, very thick, and now it's literally just a film, a very thin film.
I see. Thank you so much. The Lion's Gate, August 8th, is coming up. I know that's a time of great energy. What can you share with us about what that might bring to us this year, if anything?
Brings it is a human it's a human concept. It is there, it is a gate, but it's a human concept to attach to bring excitement, to raise
Yes,
vibration.
it does. Yes.
It's not necessarily what the humans wish to call it and see it. They attach such excitement to it that they make it such a big event, as they
Uh,
do with many things. This is part of their human experience, events and celebrations. And it is a celebration, an event that they wish to bring in, which is joyful. It's an energy, it's a feeling.
Thank you. Um, when when this final crack occurs, 3D and 5D will separate. Is that true?
They join.
They join.
They, it is a, there is a small part of the lower 3D. It is a visual I'm getting. It is like two atoms joining, but there's a small part of the 3D Earth that needs to fall away. And it feels like a death, but it is not a death, it is just a different existence that it chooses to stay in. And then there is the 5D, as you call it,
Mhm.
that also comes down to this level and joins. It isn't necessarily a split, as people wish to see it as a complete tear away, a complete divide. It is a joining. The frequency of 5D is coming to a frequency that needs to match the frequency that we are bringing in and raising it to. And then once the two frequencies are very close and matching, we join together. It is like an explosion, but in a very good way.
Will
And then
we
this, yes,
will we here on Earth see that explosion? Is that what people are calling what they're seeing as the solar flash or event?
it is similar to that. It is, the flash is going to be a visual as well as a feeling. It is not just a visual, it is also a feeling. Some people will feel it and some will see it depending on their level.
I see.
And some people will be not be able to cope with both feelings and visuals, and
What
they will just remain stuck. They become stuck.
these people that remain stuck? What Tell us more about those people. What happens to them?
Just they just are frozen in time.
I
They
see.
cannot go back, they cannot go forward, they cannot go up, they cannot go down. They just, it's like if they move, they will disintegrate. They need to be still.
Are they removed from the planet at this time?
There is a point that we move them to rebalance them. They cannot match the frequency, so they need to be moved and rebalanced in a safer place.
I see. I believe I've seen myself working with these people. Um,
Yes, you are one of them, that one of many that move these people.
what about Claire? What is her role when this event takes place?
She moves, she moves these people, but she's very much part of the 5D energy, because as she moves, you will be busy moving the stuck people, and Claire will be busy moving the people that have the energy to move in but are still confused, are still. Claire knows exactly what is going on.
Mhm.
You are flitting between the two.
So, the people that Claire will be working with, where is she bringing them?
She is solidifying them into the 5D. She has to settle them in like she did with the other beings in the beginning of the earth.
Ah, I see.
She
Yes,
needs, that's her job. She needs to solidify them in to make sure that they are settled.
I see. Will she be remaining in New Earth or will she be leaving when this job is done?
Once she has finished the job, she will leave.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to share with Claire before we bring her consciousness back?
We are showing her symbols. We are showing her hand movements.
What are these for?
This is just, it's a download of symbols and hand movements. I am to tell you that it is light language in symbol form. They can also come in symbol form when we are showing her now.
Thank you. What
Right
else?
then.
Thank you so much. What else would you like to share today? Anything, any other messages?
Remain calm.
Remain calm.
It is
Thank you.
important that you remain calm. And remember, no matter what is going on, you are light beings. No matter what is occurring around you, you are light beings and you need to stand in yourself. If there is fear, if there is anything in the three-dimensional world that presents itself,